What is up, guys? Jade's Corner back here again for another Teen Wolf the Movie related video. And you guys saw my latest video. It's almost at 1,000 views in less than 2 days. You guys have been absolutely killing it on the views on all the videos I've been releasing this year. Pretty much almost every single one I dropped was successful, and it completely destroyed the beginning of 2021 and 2020 easily, in terms of just how quick the videos are getting like thousands of views, and you know, all the support. It's been amazing, and how fast the channel is growing in terms of subs too, because we're growing pretty quick. Like I mentioned, I think it was the last video I just posted, the one about the filming beginning on March 21st. We are about like 160 subs away from hitting 5,000 subscribers, so we're almost halfway to 10,000 subs. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and hit that bell button so that you set your notifications to all, so that you never miss a future upload from me. And let's get into the main gist of this video, which is Crystal freaking Reed returning to Teen Wolf for the first time since season 5 part 2 in 2016. 6 years, bro. And technically, if you're not counting her being Marie Jean, or if you're not counting her archived footage of flashbacks as Allison Argent, this is technically, if she is coming back to life, we will get into all that right after this. If she is coming back to life, this will be her first real on-screen appearance since 2014. That is absolutely crazy. 2014. Do you know how long ago that was? 8 years, almost a decade. That's crazy. That's crazy. Since season 3 part 2 in early 2014. That's wild. So yeah, let's get into this. So, you know, my girl Crystal, you already know, if you've been following me since, you know, the inception of my channel, you already know Allison Argent is my favorite female on Teen Wolf, followed by probably Shelley Hennig as Malia, then Lydia, then Kira. You know, it's just how I am. It's just how I roll. I love my girl Allison. You already know the vibes. So yeah, when she she made a post on her Instagram, hyped as hell. She was very excited to be returning as Allison. She did like a whole post where she took one of the comic book panels, which was really crazy, from the Teen Wolf comic I made a video on last year back in August, and she posted it on her Instagram, and she was talking about, you know, how excited she was to be a part of the film, how she was very humbled and honored to be coming back to play Allison for the first time in almost 10 years, since really 2013, to be honest, or no, I mentioned before, 2014, you know, being 8 years away from the character, her coming back. So, you know, it's gonna be freaking crazy. And the fact that she's casted in the film means that she's gonna be a huge part of the film, if she's one of the 4 main characters that they announced at first. And the fact that she's coming to film new scenes as Allison leads me to believe they are going to bring her back to life. Because if you're really going to include Crystal Reed in the film, you wouldn't need her to film anything if you were just going to have flashbacks of Allison, because you could have just used archive footage from seasons 1, 2, or 3 of her in the film. You don't need her to come and film new scenes, because it wouldn't really make sense. Why would Allison look older and different if she died already in the show's timeline, in context with where we are now? So yeah, the fact that she's actually gonna be on set filming leads me to believe that in the film they're gonna be able to bring her back to life somehow. Whether she'll come back to life using some of the Dread Doctor stuff that Theo used to bring the Chimera Pack to life, that's one of the theories that I had that I'll make a video on pretty soon. I also had the opinion that, you know, maybe the Oni, when it stabbed Allison, it had kind of like an effect that Peter had on Kate when Kate came back as a supernatural. So Allison might come back as a supernatural creature. Who knows if that might happen? There's just a lot of exciting things to talk about when it comes to Crystal Reed's return. And like I said, if they really were going to include Allison in the film for flashbacks, they wouldn't need Crystal Reed to be casted in the film, because they could just add her credits in the film without her actually having to be on set filming anything, because there's no point. Her character's dead, and you would just be using archived footage from seasons 1, 2, and 3, like I mentioned before. But she pretty much just, was excited. She reacted to it on her. She made a whole post about it, and she was like, I can't believe I'm coming back as Allison. So yeah, I truly believe that everybody's wishes, even though I made a video about this, if you're going to bring back Allison, it has to be for a very good story reason. You guys can go check that video out. It's part of my Teen Wolf the Movie playlist, which will be at the end of this video on screen when the video ends. So watch the whole thing through if you guys want to click that playlist and go find that video and watch. But one of my biggest concerns with Allison coming back, because Jeff Davis teased it a few months ago back in like October, November, I was like, if you're going to bring Allison back, don't do it for a stupid reason, because it would, one, undermine the impact of her death, even though I think bringing her back does kind of undermine the impact of her death quite a bit. But if it is for a legitimate story reason, that makes sense. And if she does have an integral role in the plot, which if you're literally bringing her back to film new scenes as Allison Argent, maybe an older Allison or whatever the hell they have planned going on for the film, then it seems that Crystal Reed's gonna have a pretty integral part in this film, which I'm all in for, as long as it makes sense and it serves the purpose of the story, as mentioned before, because without it, it would just be like bland fan service, kind of like what the Star Wars sequel trilogy did. So yeah, but other than that, man, I never thought I'd see the day when Crystal Reed would come back to Teen Wolf as Allison Argent, because there would always be theory videos going around in my comments of like, yo, if Teen Wolf ever came back and Allison came back, maybe they could like bring her character back from the dead. And I was like, that would be kind of cool if they did what Theo did with the Chimera Pack. And I don't know what I'm rewatching Teen Wolf in a few weeks, because I haven't rewatched the series in 2 years. I missed out on my yearly rewatch in 2021, but it's crazy. I still remember most of the stuff because I just have that good of a memory. But I forgot what it was that Teen Wolf used to, Theo used to bring back the Chimera Pack. Was it the mercury from the Dread Doctor's lab? I'm not particularly sure. You guys will probably end up letting me know what it was in the comments down below, in a polite manner, of course. But yeah, that's really my thoughts on Crystal Reed coming back. Very excited. I know it doesn't seem like I'm as excited now, because my initial hype was, a lot more expressive when I made that update video about the official cast when I first found out she was coming back. But although my voice may not sound like I'm really excited, I am extremely excited that Crystal Reed is coming back. And the fact that she'll get to share the screen again, hopefully with Holland Roden, is good, because I've always loved Allison and Lydia's chemistry. I think that it's the best chemistry between two females on the show for sure. Followed by Lydia and Malia, of course. And the fact that she'll actually get the shared screen time with Malia, because in season 3, Allison didn't really share any screen time with Malia that much, if not at all. So that'll be cool to see. And then, Jackson and Allison being on screen together, that will be awesome to see again, because we haven't seen that since season 2. And then Scott finally, this has nothing to do with Allison, but I'm just thinking, I'm like, the fact that Scott is finally going to be on the same screen as Jackson again, which we got absolutely robbed of in the Wolves of War, because Scott technically hasn't said a word to Jackson since season 2, is going to be crazy. So yeah, my initial thoughts on Allison Argent in this video for you guys to react to. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on all post notifications so that you never miss a future upload from me. We are almost at the halfway point to 10,000 subscribers. Boy, we're almost at 5,000. We're about 100 and some subs away. So if you guys could help me reach that goal by the end of February, beginning of March, that would be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, I'm Jade's Corner. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. As always, remember, this is the #1 channel you want to come to for Teen Wolf content. Of course, I post the best Teen Wolf content on YouTube, no cap. And I'm out this thing. Deuces.